Oh, hello. Can you guess how many secret layers we have had in 2026 so far? If you count products like Secret Lair Goblin Storm and Dan, though I guess you may not want to count those because you probably couldn't buy them, but yes, if you count them, we have had a total of 49 Secret Lair drops in 2026. It's August. We are currently in week 33. That means we have had more than one Secret Lair per week. If we have just one more Secret Lair Superdrop this year and not a single Secret Lair more, then that will mean that we have had at least one Secret Lair per week for 2026, possibly more, but will that happen? We just had Secret Lair Hatsune Miku and the Stardew Valley Superdrop. Wizards of the Coast could not possibly, oh no! What's that noise? It can only mean...
New Secret Lair alert! 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 Secret Lair alert! New Secret Lair alert! New Secret Lair alert! New Secret Lair alert! New Secret Lair alert!
Welcome, one and all, to the year of at least one Secret Lair per week, and then some, but many Magic the Gathering players ask the question, are these new Secret Lairs a veritable dragon's hoard of financial treasure, or is one of them just a handful of tokens for $40? Does that even count as a Secret Lair, or is it just you writing a check to Wizards of the Coast for $40? Well, this video will examine each new Secret Lair and the financial value within. As always, our grade will be based upon that financial value alone, with the caveat, as always, that there are many other factors that may make a Secret Lair worth it to you, and that is fine, even if that Secret Lair is just tokens for $40. Hey, look, it's your parents' money. You can do what you want with it. So let's begin with, what the heck? Hello, Professor. Oh my god, who the Urza are you? I am Prophius, and I have entered the Matrix to free you. How do people from different franchises keep getting in my office? I am trying to free your mind. And I am trying to call a locksmith. I want to release you from your bondage. Bondage? Scratch that. Prophy's calling the police. Listen, the life you live is a simulation, but you can make a change. You take the blue pill, you continue to play your games. You take the red pill, and I will teach you to code and to program and show you just how deep this rabbit hole goes. Ooh, pills! Wait, what? Medicine-y. No, you can't do that! Silly Prophius, I can both keep playing games and learn how to code thanks to Boot.dev, sponsor of this video. He is the one! Boot.dev gamifies the learning process so you can learn to code in Python, SQL, Go, and it'll feel as seamless as downloading Kung Fu into your brain. With Boot.dev, you'll even learn how to dodge bullets. Boot.dev is created by gamers for gamers who want to help you learn in a fun environment that is risk-free and gives you the skills you need to get out there into the world of coding. They turn learning to code into playing an RPG where you unlock rewards, earn achievements, experience points, there's even a leaderboard. The Boot.dev Discord community has tons of real humans to help if you ever get stuck, and if at any point you need more practice, the Training Grounds provides personalized challenges to let you grind even more on concepts you're struggling with before moving on. For legal reasons, I am required to tell you that Boot.dev will not teach you how to dodge bullets. Yet. So go to Boot.dev and use my code Tolarian to get 25% off your entire first year of an annual plan. Also, heads up, those pills were just a metaphor. I didn't expect you to actually take them. They were laxatives. Oh my god, I'm calling a doctor, Looks like you're going to have plenty of time to spend on the Boot.dev Discord. Thank you, Boot.dev, for sponsoring this video. The first Secret Lair in this Superdrop is Second Breakfast and Beyond. But despite the name, the card choices aren't really going beyond anything. This Secret Lair comes with 7 food tokens. The end. $40 for 7 food tokens, one styled after each of the 7 daily meals that hobbits partake in. There's breakfast, second breakfast, 11sies, lunch, afternoon tea, dinner, and supper. $40, please, or $30 if you don't want them in foil. 7 food tokens and nothing else. This isn't the first time unique food tokens have been included in a Secret Lair product. The tokens from last year's Oishi Tokens Secret Lair currently fetch anywhere from $8 to $15 on the secondary market. But this is the exception, not the rule. Other Secret Lair food tokens are typically somewhere in the $3 range, as we can see with the recently released Stardew Valley food token and this Krabby Patty token. So look, do you think these Hobbit food tokens will be worth more than Krabby Patty? I don't know. The point is, the financial value of this product is dubious. If you're a big enough token fan or a big enough Tolkien fan that this theme really appeals to you, hey, go for it. Otherwise, it's difficult for me to recommend spending $30 to $40 on 7 tokens. Ever since the start of Secret Lairs, I have complained about basic land Secret Lairs. Sometimes they sell you 5 basic lands for $30 to $40, and sometimes they sell you a whopping 10 basic lands for $30 to $40, but always they are selling you basic lands for $30 to $40. And if you consider things like the recent Hatsune Miku Commander deck, where it sold you 100 cards for $150, some of which were themselves worth $30 to $40 each, well, I just feel and have always felt that Wizards of the Coast could maybe sell you, 10 of each basic land in those Secret Lair drops for $30 to $40. And here we have 7 tokens. And while it's true that 7 is greater than 5, 7 is also fewer than 10. And I just feel that when you look at a token pack that everyone from magic card artists to independent illustrators and card alterists often sell of their work, this is an extremely very not good deal, especially since Wizards of the Coast can print anything they want in a Secret Lair, an entire commander deck in some cases. And this is not a comment on the art, because as always, I love magic art. If it speaks to you, excites you, brings you joy, that's fantastic. But I do not feel, financially speaking, that $30 to $40 for 7 tokens is in any way, shape, or form worth it. And quite frankly, I find the premise more than a little offensive. Financially offensive. There's a concept Wizards of the Coast has taught me. So yes, grade is an F. O for financially offensive. Let's see what wild value awaits us in the next drop. Next up is Over the Edge of the Wild, featuring artwork by Jordan Spear, whose unique style spans everything from the award-winning animated short film Sunbelly to work on Adult Swim's Off the Air. Here, these claymation-style cards depict Bilbo's journey beyond the Shire and across Middle-earth. The drop includes Cloud Shift, a staple in Blink-focused commander decks, blinking a creature you control for just a single white mana, or perhaps carrying them away with a giant eagle, as this artwork depicts. Modern and Pauper players may also recognize this as Worse Ephemerate, so thanks for that, Modern Horizons. Quite a Merry Gathering is a reskin of the powerful card advantage enchantment Tocasia's Welcome, which draws you a card whenever a creature with mana value 3 or less enters under your control, but only once each turn. For poor Bilbo's sake, I hope all those dwarves cost 3 or less. Stony Silence is a powerful anti-artifact sideboard option in Modern, completely disabling all artifacts' activated abilities. Notably, while the non-foil version of this card is widely available thanks to Mystery Booster 2, foil Stony Silences are still somewhat hard to come by, and currently fetch more than $10 on the secondary market. The only non-foil card in this Secret Lair that is worth more than $1 is Imp's Mischief, a black instant that redirects a single target spell to a target of your choice, in exchange for life equal to that spell's mana cost. This card shows up fairly frequently as a way to protect important creatures in black commander decks. The final card in the drop is Seize the Spoils, a 3-mana tormenting voice that also creates a treasure token. This card sees some commander play, but it's also a common in every set it's ever printed in, including its recent incarnation in Secrets of Strixhaven, so not exactly hard to come by. In terms of financial value, this one is a real stinker. $7 and change for the non-foil, and $21.89 for the $40 foil version. And keep in mind, the foils are only faring better thanks to Stony Silence's price tag. So while the artwork is cute, the value is not. So I'm afraid this fails in non-foil and technically gets a D in foil. Disappointing indeed. Next is Smeaug's Spoils, depicting the sorts of priceless artifacts an ancient evil dragon might be hoarding in his mountain lair, if that dragon played Commander anyways. Do you think that Smaug plays a Smaug deck, or is he more of an Azurius control kind of guy? Either way, his hoard is stocked with flexible cards for any Commander deck he might want to build. The most interesting card in this product by a fair margin is Liquid Metal Torque, a mana rock that can also turn a non-land permanent into an artifact until end of turn. Unlike its cousin, Liquid Metal Coating, which can also hit lands, this one is much less of a lock piece and much more of a mana rock with interesting deck building implications. The rest of the cards in this secret layer need very little introduction, as they're all extremely common Commander staples. Lightning Greaves, an equipment that grants haste and shroud, is the only card of the bunch that isn't a mana rock. Felwar Stone is a reflecting pool on a stick, meaning it's almost always a 4 or even 5 color rock. First printed in the dark, this card's constructed pedigree no longer holds up to modern day scrutiny, but it's always been a nice mana fixer in Commander. Thought Vessel is a great pickup for card draw perverts who never want to discard to hand size. Just watch out for the giant dragon lurking in the background there. Might want to check with him before you cast that thing. And of course, as this is ultimately a Superdrop, we have to get our Soul Ring representation in there somewhere. It's Soul Ring. You know what this card is. You have 10 already. Would you like this one? Well then, here it is. Total value is almost $10 in non-foil and almost $20 in foil. Now, I have said before that it is okay for secret layers to have cards that are played ubiquitously in Commander like these. Nearly every deck wants a Lightning Greaves, nearly every deck wants a Felwar Stone. Same is true for Thought Vessel, and Soul Ring is Soul Ring. I just wish they did a little something extra to shore up the price, whether that means throwing in one big high-value reprint or just adding a whole bunch more cards so that it makes it worth it. As it is, financially speaking, it's the same as before, a fail in non-foil and a D in foil. That doesn't mean that Tolkien enthusiasts can't buy this for the art to bling out their Commander deck. I'm speaking strictly financially here. Speaking of Commander and Soul Ring, we're taking auditions for our next round of fan episodes on Shuffle Up and Play, and to celebrate, we're also offering everyone who signs up at the signed card level on Patreon this month a Soul Ring signed in sapphire blue by me, the Professor. Everyone who supported us on the Season 5 Shuffle Up Kickstarter can submit an audition for our fan episode. We posted an update earlier this week, and I will also link the fan audition page in this video's description. But if you missed the Kickstarter, you can still submit an audition by supporting us on Patreon. We have a fan audition level, or you can really just show your support by going all the way up to that signed card level, or even get your name in the credits. But all Patreon tiers let you submit an audition to be on our fan episode of Shuffle Up, but for the month of August, all new patrons at the signed card level will receive, as a way of saying thank you, a Soul Ring signed by me, the Professor, and we're using this special metallic Tolarian blue ink for the first time ever right here. So you can check all that out at patreon.com/Tolarian Community College, but we've got more secret layers to cover, so let's get back to it. Moving along, perhaps we shouldn't have taken all those mana rocks from Smaug's lair, because up next is Desolation, a pulpy monochrome rendering of Smaug's Wrath. In keeping with this aesthetic, all 5 cards in this secret layer are mono black. If you loved Innistrad Double Feature and thought, wow, I'd really love to see them do black and white art like that only for The Hobbit, then I've got good news for you. The drop includes cards like Mirkwood Bats, returning from the original Lord of the Rings, and a great addition for token decks, pinging your opponents whenever you create or sacrifice a token. In contrast to my own whining about the art style, our assistant producer Amy would like me to mention that she thinks this card looks, and I quote, sick as So there you go, art is subjective. Moving along to Read the Bones. This is a divination variant that's versatile if unexciting. But like I always say, reading the bones explains the bones, which is ironic given that the card itself is pretty hard to read. Defile gives a creature -1/-1 for each swamp you control, making it a great removal spell in mono black decks, and not much else. It did used to see play in Pauper's old mono black control lists, but that time has long since passed. By far, the most valuable card included in this drop is Diabolic Intent, a demonic tutor variant that requires you to sacrifice a creature as part of the cost. As many black decks in Commander are more than happy to do so, this card is quite popular, and that is reflected in its price tag. It's worth almost half the total MSRP value by itself. Finally, Dread Return is much cheaper, but its constructed pedigree should make this unique treatment somewhat desirable. For 4 mana, Dread Return reanimates a creature, but it can also be flashed back by simply sacrificing 3 other creatures. This allows it to sidestep its mana cost if cast from the graveyard, and has enabled all sorts of combo-based nonsense across a variety of 60-card formats. Once again, this product's value is a fair bit below what it retails for, though in non-foil it's a little less egregious than the prior drops we've discussed. Diabolic Intent is doing most of the heavy lifting in both foil and non-foil, resulting in our highest grade yet, a straight up across the board D. Wow, we got there, fam. D. Finally, we have He Who Walks Unseen, depicting Bilbo using the One Ring's powers of invisibility to aid him on his journey. This product features a brand new foil treatment, though, as of the time of recording, we don't know what it's called or what it looks like. And if you don't like foils, you're out of luck, because that new foil treatment is the only version of this product that's available, resulting in the higher than normal cost for this specific secret layer of $59.99. Making its first ever foil appearance is Arcane Heist from Outlaws of Thunder Junction Commander. This 4-mana sorcery lets you cast an instant or sorcery from an opponent's graveyard without paying its mana cost. It also has Cipher, so if you've got a creature lying around, you can do it again on future turns. Contentious Plan has just 4 words of rules text: proliferate, draw a card. It's a great pickup for any blue commander deck that cares about counters, such as the myriad of +1/+1 counters commanders of the world. Curiosity is a 1-mana aura that draws a card whenever its enchanted creature deals damage to a player. This is an iconic and widely loved card with a long history of not quite being playable in 60-card formats. Though at commander tables, it's probably better known for going infinite with multiple Niv Mizzets. Remember when I won Shuffle Up and Play by going infinite with multiple Niv Mizzets? You can watch that episode here. Solve the Equation lets you tutor for an instant or sorcery. I'm not sure what equation Bilbo's solved here that lets him do this flying leap over Gollum's head, but I suppose I have to commend his ability to do physics calculations on the fly. And last in this drop is Windfall, which has each player discard their hand, then draw cards equal to the greatest number of cards a player discarded. This is another Commander favorite, but not because it's too weak in other formats. It's simply banned in them, banned in Legacy, banned in Pre-Modern, and even restricted in Vintage. Total value? Well, unique foil treatments do often end up being quite lucrative on the secondary market, regardless of the value of the base printing of the card. We've seen this before with treatments such as Halo foils and Galaxy foils. But if you just wanted to buy these cards in regular foil, with the exception of Arcane Heist, you could do so for about $13. Now again, Arcane Heist doesn't have a foil printing to add to that total, but you are spending $60 to get a little over $13 in foils. And as a popular Magic the Gathering character is known to say, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry, but that is a fail. Now, you may think that the value of these secret layer drops is rather low, but keep in mind that if you spend $200 or more on Monday, Wizards of the Coast will send you a free Arcane Signet. So don't forget to take that into consideration as well. Speaking of the TCC Patreon, we have started sending out signed accessories that we used on Shuffle Up and Play to Patreon supporters as well. If you saw our season premiere, this is where we took some playmats from Strixhaven and had Charlie, and also Charlie, aka Slimesicle, and Amy and myself sign them. Well, we picked some people just at random, and we're doing this with other stuff that people who come on Shuffle Up sign. And so thank you to Nola977, who has been supporting since 2021, Ian Geigenheimer, and Rare Hunter D. Rare Hunter just signed up last month. Thanks for joining. And Bucket O Noodles. Bucket's been a patron for a little over a year. So we'll get those signed playmats out to you. And again, auditions are open for Shuffle Up and Play Season 5. Links in this video description. Anyone who supported us on Kickstarter, any one of our patrons can send in that audition, and maybe you'll get to Shuffle Up and Play with me, the professor. Links in the description.
Next time on Shuffle Up and Play.
Good day, mates. I hope you're ready for a Shuffle Up and Play that's down under, because we're gonna throw a shrimp on the Barbie.
Oh, no.
Cue. Good Games, Morley, are here today for an all-Australian episode of Shuffle Up and Play. Sorry, and Canada as well.
Yeah.
Welcome to Antipodean's Shuffle Up and Play.
Eldrazi Monument.
Oh! Elves do
Wow, we're
a
really
thing.
good at this game, guys. This is like playing in the LGS in 2014.
You should block the Avengers Zendikar with your Death Touch and just kill it. Get rid of it.
Yeah.
We're on the same team.
And yeah, then I just passed the turn because, I'm a pacifist. Oh, I'm not.